Hi everyone, this is Tracy Randall, and I just wanted to give a shout out to my friends that who know me, that know that where my heart is, and I want to ask you to pray for me. I am so blessed to tell you that God is opening some amazing doors in my life, and some dreams and visions are coming true for me that I really just could only imagine. But God always had this huge plan for my life. And so I'm asking you to pray for two things. One, this weekend, I'm going to be up in the North Georgia mountains with some ladies. It's an incredible women's retreat called Visions, Purpose, and Destiny. And what it's about is it's about equipping women to really understand who they are according to God's eyes. You know, most of you know that I dealt with food addiction, self-hate for so many years. And even last year was still battling the depression that came along with that, the fear. And God completely healed me of that and released me. And I prayed to him, God, just give me women to speak to. Give me women who I can share the incredible visions that you've given me for my life, and give me women who need to know who they are in you. And he's done that. And I'll be speaking at this retreat along with several other anointed, amazing women. And God is just doing some amazing things that I expected, you know, but I didn't expect. He's opening doors for me like never before. But it's because I've prayed and I've fasted and I've believed God that he would give me the desires of my heart. And so he's doing that. But you know how the enemy is? The enemy wants to tell me that I'm less than. The enemy wants to tell me that I'm not equipped, that I'm not powerful and bold enough to stand next to these anointed women of God. But I know in my heart that I am. So I'm asking for the prayer warriors out there to please pray for me. Pray that this weekend there will be an anointing that comes over me like never before, that I'll be speaking God's word from my heart, and it will reach the heart of those ladies that need to hear it. I also want you to pray for my book. You know, I just released my book, The Fastest Way to God's Favor and Blessing. And I believe that it is anointed. I woke up one morning, you may not know the story of this book, but I woke up one morning without any intention of writing this book. I had 2 or 3 other books already in my head and some on paper, and I knew some books were about to be birthed. But I woke up one morning and God said, I want you to write a book called The Fastest Way to God's Favor and Blessing. And I, of course, questioned him and said, Lord, I don't have time to write another book. And he said, write this one. And it's so funny because I really thought the other books would be already out, and they're not. They've been delayed. But this book is in my hand today. And I want you to pray that it will touch the world. I want you to pray that people will read this book. It's designed to really, the subtitle, which I love, is How to Walk in Miracle Territory, because that's exactly what's been happening for me. And, you know, it really all started with learning to fast, learning to put God first through my church, through my pastor. And this year, when I purposed to fast, that God would open doors and reveal my true destiny and my true calling. I fasted the first 21 days of the year with my church, as we always do, but this year was different. And because of it, what's been birthed are this book and so many other books and workshops, and he's opening doors for me to be able to speak in places that I'm really not supposed to be speaking at just yet, but he's doing it. And I'm so grateful. But pray that this book will somehow get into the hands of thousands and thousands of people. I wrote it very simple. There are testimonies in here about the power of fasting. But there's also a word that God gave me for the church about how to live a lifestyle, a lifetime of fasting. And in doing that, we will be a church that is healthy and whole and being able to walk in the calling that God has given us. So I need your prayers on that. I'm just going to say it because God told me to. It's available on my website. It's just $15, and you can get it and put it in the hands. I'd love to see women's groups get this and use it to encourage each other. I'd like to see business owners that are Christians get this book and learn how to really seek God first in their business, and to really receive the favor and blessing of God on their businesses and on their lives, on their marriages. There's books and there's testimonies in here about repaired marriages through fasting. There's testimonies in here about healing miracles through fasting. There's testimonies about deliverance from alcohol and drug addiction in this book. And it's all based on using fasting as a lifestyle. So please help me to promote this book and get it into the hands of people that need it. You know, it's written for the Christian people, but it's also written for those who don't know who God is. It's also written for those who need something and they don't know what it is. It's written very simply for anyone, a Christian or a non-Christian, to understand and to really experience God's goodness and the wholeness that He's promised us for our families and for our lives and for our futures. So pray about that. Support me in that. My website is www.tracyrandall.com, and this book and some other incredible programs are available there. But this book is anointed, and this is the first edition. I'm gonna pump it up and create some more editions later. But I need this in the hands of people that need it and need to know. Need to know this incredible teaching. So prayers. I'm asking for prayers, and I'm asking for support. I'm going to tag a few people that I know who know and love and who I've supported and who support me over the past. If you're not tagged, don't worry about it. I just got to get it out there. So thank you again for your prayers, and I'll let you know how the weekend goes. I'm excited. I'm bold, I am courageous, I am amazing, I am a child of God, I am powerful, I am full of God's goodness. I am who I am because of whose I am. So thanks everybody. This has been Tracy Randall.